Georgians head back to the polls with next Tuesday's primary runoff. With changes to Georgia's election laws under Senate Bill 202, non-partisan groups want to make sure that people are prepared. WSAV's Brian Ray is joining us now with what organizations are doing here in Savannah and also across the state. Brian.
Well, Tina, tonight the Georgia Coalition for the People's Agenda and All Voting is Local are teaming up to host Your Voice, Your Vote. It's just one stop on a statewide tour with a goal to educate and empower voters before they head to the polls.
Election season is in full swing in Georgia, with early voting underway for next Tuesday's primary runoff, followed by the general election in November. Senate Bill 202 changed Georgia's election laws, which voting rights groups say can be confusing for people, creating issues at the polls.
If they're not spending hours and hours on Twitter or Facebook or TikTok, they may not know. And we saw significant issues in the primary and voting in elections where folks had not been adequately educated, informed about the things that they needed to.
Among the changes, Battle says the most important to note are that you need an ID to vote by mail, and there are new deadlines to request absentee ballots.
One of the biggest things I hope that they get from this is knowing that, yes, there are barriers in place to you voting, but your vote is secure and it does count, and the results of the election will be the results that they're supposed to be.
According to the Secretary of State's office, May's primary broke records for early voting. With more people heading to the polls, Battle says it's important to educate voters as quickly as possible.
The changes they made seem small, but they have a significant impact, especially on voters who have to work or who may not be as informed as other folks. Our goal is that you cast your vote so that you know your voice counts and that the elected officials know that you're using that voice to impact policy and how it makes Georgia better for every Georgian.
Tonight's Your Voice, Your Vote session is underway right now until 7:30. It's happening at the First African Baptist Church on Montgomery Street. Brian Ray, WSAV News 3 on your side.